Hi everyone, Jack Willard here with a short video in a NASCAR style race with Amanda Seyfried? Question mark? This is a story I never imagined I would tell. Am I 100% sure of what I'm going to tell you? No. Am I 98% sure? Yes. On Sunday afternoons, maybe once a month, it's usually Sunday afternoons, Karen and I like to venture up to Monticello, New York, in the Catskills. There is a buffet up there we really like, a Chinese buffet on Route 52 called Wanbo. We've been going there for years. Real nice owner, delicious food. Kind of a small place, not the choices we would get at Flaming Grill in Newburgh, the biggest buffet I've ever been to. They can seat hundreds of people. They got lots of choices. It's in the Newburgh Mall parking lot. But Wombo is great too, and we always like to go up there and then wander over to the Monticello Walmart and see what we can find there. Good prices, and there's no what I call YouTube shirts this time of year because winter is a coming. So we make an afternoon of it. And I take the back roads and I get on 17 West in the Fair Oaks area. So I get on 17 West. It's going to lead to Monticello. And I notice traffic is heavier than I thought it would be going west. It's always going to be fairly heavy east, and that will only pick up as the day turns into evening because there are people that go to the Catskills still. Some go to the casino, exit 106. The resort's casino with a big hotel there, and there's places that I don't know about because, including Villa Roma, which we go to once or twice a year. But traffic is pretty heavy, so I'm going to stay in the right lane. I'm in no hurry. And I get to close to exit 116. That's the Bloomingburg exit. And coming up behind me is a beautiful black Audi. I mean, some of you know I've said it in past videos that the Audi is my favorite car. I've never owned one, especially if it's the full-size Audi. In fact, if you're going to get an Audi, if you're going to get a Mercedes-Benz, a BMW, get the full-size cool car. The mid-size can look like a Kia, so you don't want that. If you're going to spend money, get the good one. Now, when I worked at Pepsi in Newburgh for a short time in the office as a part-time gig, the owner of Pepsi had a really nice Audi, cream-colored, full-size, with a camel interior. I used to just stand in front of that car and kind of gawk at it, knowing that it was a little bit beyond my budget. But I'm driving my orange Honda along, and here comes behind me, pretty fast, this black Audi. Must be a brand new model. I've never seen one quite like it. It was wider than I have seen in the past. Shiny, gorgeous car. And they come right up behind me, and there's people in front of me. And as soon as they get the opportunity without any directionals, they go into the left lane. And they start to come up next to me. And I'm thinking it's a guy. I'm thinking it's some rich guy that, is always in a hurry, etc., etc. And he's a show-off. But there is a car in front of the Audi in the left lane, so they come up parallel to me and they are stuck there for a while. So, okay, I look over and it's not a guy. It's not a guy. It's like an angel from heaven. It's like an angel from heaven. I look over and I see this blonde woman with long blonde hair flowing down to her blouse, and she's extremely well dressed. I think like she had just come from a posh event in New York City, maybe a morning event, and now she's going back home. And she's got the designer sunglasses on. And so I look at her, and of course I can't help but notice her beauty. I commented to Karen, so she looked over. And so I look at her again, and not only is she beautiful, but there's something in my brain that tells me I know this person. I've seen this beauty before, but I don't really put it all together. Finally, the car that is in front of her moves out of the way, and I see several times she's going in and out of traffic with just inches to spare, with no directionals. Finally, she gets into the left lane one more time, and she's going to start to climb what we call Wurtzboro Mountain, and there's nobody in front of her, and she floors it. I don't know if she thought someone was following her or if she wanted to make sure no one would follow her, but she floored it. Must have been going, I don't know, 75, 80 at least. And the thing that can happen when you do that kind of driving with no directionals and what have you, with just inches to spare, it's like NASCAR driving, it's like NASCAR driving. That's why I called the video NASCAR style. Some idiot, and you're not being very smart either, can decide to make it a little rough for you, an inch closer, and disaster can happen. Disaster can happen. So it's a beautiful car with a beautiful person in it. And, I just watched her sail on up the hill, and we took our time. I did get in the left lane. Sometimes you have to when you see a truck with flashing lights halfway up either that hill or the hill that leads to Monticello, It's not something you want to be driving on an icy, snowy, cold day, especially if there's no sand on the road. But we got to Monticello and did our usual routine, and got back in one piece that afternoon with some essentials that we found at Walmart. You always find the good prices. So it was a nice afternoon. Now we're going to settle down. I know Karen is going to watch her 90-Day Fiance. I'm going to watch Mark Levin maybe, and whatever else I can find. So I forgot about it. And then about 4 or 5 days later, Karen tells me, did you see the stories? That actress that you like so much, Amanda Seyfried, has moved with her husband and 2 kids to the Catskills. Wow. And then it's like the light bulb came on. The light bulb came on. I don't know if it's true, but if Amanda drives a black Audi, then that was her. And there's been a number of stories on this, how she moved to a farm. She got sick of Hollywood and moved to New York City, but she knew that was no place to raise kids. Not these days. It's a war zone, It's a place to visit if you're famous because you can be chauffeured everywhere. You don't have to drive. You don't have to worry about parking garages and a lot of walking in the street, per se. You can go to right where your destination is and you can be dropped off right there. So, yeah, all of a sudden I realized 98% chance that was Amanda Seyfried that was driving next to us, me in my little orange Honda and her in that beautiful Audi. And so Karen was sure to tell me that because she knew that Amanda was a favorite of mine and has been for a long time. I guess my favorite actress for a long time was Nicole Kidman, and she's still in my top 3, I would say. She does a lot of the kind of things that Amanda Seyfried does. She mixes it up. She will do 10 episodes on some premium streaming channel, or she will do a movie for the theaters. But it's getting harder and harder to do that, You have to make sure it's the right movie. And who wants to do those action hero movies that work so well for Robert Downey Jr., as Martin Scorsese says, they're not cinema. They're not cinema. As great as Robert Downey Jr. is. So with Amanda Seyfried, I haven't seen all of her movies. She's been working for over 20 years, since like age 15. Well, she's 38 now. She's 38 now, and her kids are in school. I guess we're talking Sullivan County. We're talking Sullivan County, somewhere in Sullivan County. I don't know if it's a private school up there. I think that would be hard to find. But her kids are in school up there, and she still works. She's in a Netflix series right now, and she's got projects lined up. But she comes and goes. She just wanted to say goodbye to Hollywood, had enough of living in California, wanted a better environment for her children. And it's interesting that she picked the Catskills, but it is kind of desolate up there in a sense, you know. It is kind of desolate. She has a house and she has a barn. In fact, it was in the barn that she did an interview with someone I'm not very fond of anymore these days, Seth Meyers. And she showed us her donkey, and she's got all kinds of animals. You know, she was interviewed. Obviously, they had done it sometime in the afternoon, pre-taped it, I think. And so she showed us some of her animals, and but they didn't show the house, of course. They didn't show too much. But she's got horses and the donkey and many other animals up on her farm. I don't know anything about her husband. For a long time, her boyfriend was, well, at least for a considerable amount of time, her boyfriend was the actor Justin Long, who you saw in movies like Ask Me Anything. I have a feeling he is very much like the character he played in Ask Me Anything. And, of course, Galaxy Quest, where he played the kid that helped Tim Allen land the ship. So he's a good actor, fine actor. He's done a lot of stuff, too. But I have seen Amanda in all the Mamma Mia movies, of course, playing Meryl Streep's daughter. Gone is a good movie that I finally saw recently. You can see that for free on Prime Video. Gone. The first time I saw her was in Big Love, the HBO show Big Love, with the late, great Bill Paxton, who never had to die, never needed the procedure that he had. He could have lived without it just fine. The doctor was sued, the hospital was sued, and they had to pay out. But Bill Paxton, we lost him, and he was such a wonderful, wonderful actor with a lot of things coming up. Very excited about life kind of guy. So I saw her on Big Love, which was, well, Bill Paxton had 3 wives. He was in an older version of the Mormon church, you know, that wasn't honored anymore. But you can only have 1 legal wife these days. So the other 2 were sister wives. And that's where I saw Amanda Seyfried as a daughter in there for the first time, with other great actors like Bruce Dern. Yeah, everybody was great. There was a Chloe in that. I can never pronounce her last name, so I won't try. But she's great. She's tall, and she was sister wife number 1. She was sister wife number 1. Another great movie that'll cost you a few bucks these days on Prime Video is Chloe, with Liam Neeson and Julianne Moore. You'll want to watch that. That's a good one. Now, I'm not saying that it's a PG rated, you know, and I'm not saying that I watch only PG films. I'm honest about those things. You know, I'm honest about my struggles, honest about, liking provocative entertainment like the movie Chloe with Liam Neeson, for example. Just with really cool. Also, she played Elizabeth Holmes. Elizabeth Holmes is the woman who said that she had invented a machine to test your sugar, but you wouldn't have to be pricked with a needle anymore. And she got millions of dollars from investors, and it all went south. The machine never really worked, and she's in prison right now, but she is going to get out, I think, by 2027, or is it a little later? I know that she has cut her sentence by a number of years, but she's still in prison for a while. It may be more than 2027 before she gets out. Who knows? Who knows? So she played, Amanda Seyfried played Elizabeth Holmes. She learned her voice. She studied it. She had a brilliant co-star. I wish I could call his name. He was terrific, and the 8-episode series is what it was on HBO, as I recall. 8-episode series. Karen and I saw every one of them, and we love them. And it's just great to see Amanda. Now there's so many more that I haven't seen. There's an Apple TV series. You hate really getting a streaming service that you know you're not going to watch that much for one series. Now you can cheat and get a 7-day free trial, binge, and then say, no, I don't want to cancel, and you can do it that way. I don't usually do it that way. I have it for a couple of months, and then I let it go. I have done that for Nicole Kidman several times. I found myself, she goes on a streaming service that I don't have, and I get it just because of her. I'm going to do that with the Dexter series that's coming back. There's 2 Dexter series with Michael C. Hall. First is Dexter First Blood, which is shooting now. He's the narrator and executive producer of that. And then coming in the summer of 2025, Dexter Resurrection. They will pick up right where they were at when his son shot him. I'm guessing that he didn't kill his father. Dexter is the most successful show ever to air on Showtime. And Dexter Season 8, which was a long time in coming, was wonderfully received by the fans. And when they appeared to kill him off in episode 10 of Season 8, the fans wanted to go down to Showtime headquarters and find the CEO and give him a smack. It was, hey, we just got our Dexter back and you're killing him off, and now you're saying you want to do a show about Harrison? Well, he's nice and all, but we want Michael C. Hall. So he's coming back. He's a busy man now, working on one series as executive producer, narrator, and getting ready to play Dexter himself in what will be called Dexter Resurrection. Be great if Amanda Seyfried did a part on Dexter Resurrection. That would be really, really cool. I'm talking about as a guest star. I know that she's too big of a star, and with her family and what have you, I'm sure she's very selective what she does and what she says no to. But that's my story. It is so funny to have a favorite actress and then look over to your left, watching her drive and not being very careful and definitely speeding, and realize that that face. She's someone you've seen before, but until Karen said, "Did you know Amanda Seyfried moved to the Catskills?" I didn't get it till then. So sometimes cool experiences happen out of the blue. We have a lot of videos here at the Virtual Church of the Disillusioned. We talk about Elvis a lot. That's our golden ticket. And the man who looks just like him from Benton, Arkansas, Pastor Bob Joyce, that does very well. And we do live shows, Worldwide Rambling, Saturday night at 10 p.m. East Coast time. We'd love you to join us for that. Amanda, join us for that. Sometimes on Thursday nights at 10 o'clock East Coast time. Then we pop on to pop off, as we call it, various times when something is going on. And we do other topics as well, like the Homage to Rush series. Homage to Rush. Check that out. So please hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. Hit the like button and hit that notification bell when we come on. When Jack Willard is live, you will get a notification. I'm a radio veteran that began in radio in 1977. I worked for Cousin Bruce Morrow, and I've done contemporary Christian radio, etc., etc., played the oldies a lot on various stations, and now here we are on YouTube. So hit that notification bell. You will also notice a thanks button. If you like this video or any of the other videos that we do, please hit the thanks button for any amount. Every bit helps. $1, $2, $5, $10. Or if you have been so blessed and you can do more, that would be very appreciative. For the bigger donations especially, it would be better if you used my Cash App. Do you have Cash App loaded on your phone? My handle in lowercase letters is MediaGuy56. MEDIAGUY 56, lowercase, Media Guy 56 for any amount, and it would be so much appreciated as we try to put all our energies into making this channel better and better with each passing month. So thanks for watching. We'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye for now.